You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no
flats this time. That's a touchdown just off the bat.
You've hit your fury and kept it in. But it's time now you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix,
Welcome here, Allen Hilliard Sports here. We'd like to thank everyone for joining us this last year, and this is our new year, end of the year season here with the holiday tournaments and things. But again, we also want to remind you that all the Rowell Holiday Tournament games can also be found on MSHSAA and YouTube. And at the end of the season, all the playoff games do charge by MSHSAA. That will be on MSHSAA.tv. You can check that out online. Again, there's a $10 fee roughly for each of the games. That is not set by me there. But again, thank you for joining me here. We have some highlights from the Mountain Grove Holiday Tournament. We have also some other highlights here, interviews from some of the coaches in the Rowell Holiday Tournament and so on. So thank you for joining me. Security Bank is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, and they are the main supporter this year and sponsor of all broadcasts with Allen Hilliard Sports. They've been around since World War II through the thick and the thin, supporting the Waynesville-St. Robert community through all these years of growth, and continue to support the Waynesville-St. Robert community through 2 locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, one in downtown by the courthouse, the other location in St. Robert. Be sure to check out Security Bank of Pulaski County for all your banking needs. They are member FDIC, whether it be car loan, house loan, they can make it happen. Again, thank you, Security Bank, for all your support. And Security Bank wishes the best for all the Tigers and Lady Tigers this season in all their competitions, whether it be arts or athletics. Again, Security Bank of Pulaski County, 2 convenient locations. Look at the wrong roster. Addison Floyd. Tape or something, it would have been smarter, but anyways. 2-point shot, a little too strong by Thompson. But Huff is able to get the looking, little dump pass, beautiful assist. Hart able. And Medlock will take a 3. In underneath. Kicks it out. Thompson. Little curl route. That is good. Houston for 3. That is good. Good high shot. 3-point shot. Wildcats. And Wildcats reset. 3-point shot. Licking. Again, that is good. Basket up. Huff again. Winner of this game will face the Dixon Lady Bulldogs. 3-point shot. And it's been on Houston, so it forces the other team to call timeouts. Houston with the steal. Foul and the bucket. Davis comes away with that. Davis up. Davis for 2. Assume I have a plan. It means I'm making whatever looks cool. 3-point shot is good. And we are halfway through this third period here. 44-28 underneath. Inside bucket. They're going to reset. Well, they're going to take a 3. They're going to make the 3. We will not be doing these games. We'll be doing the last game, but it will be Dora who defeated Salem today. will face the loser of this ball game as of right now. 3-point shot. That is good. And Medlock will come out of the game also. 67-35. 2-point shot is good for Licking will come away with the ball again. 3-point shot. In and out and back in the bucket. Auto Service in Dixon, Missouri is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season, as well as all the other area schools and towns around Dixon, Missouri. If you need auto repairs, be sure to check him out on 801 West 4th Street, whether it be alignments, tires, whatever it need be. Check out Danny's Auto Service for all your small and big jobs in Dixon, Missouri.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
2-point shot is good. First basket by Dora by number 21. Dora back with the ball. Dora kicks it across. 2-point bucket is good. Inside, little pivot move. 3-point shot. That basket is good. Luna with the assist. And Tigers driving in. 2-point bucket is good. Did we just give Salem the ball twice? Possibly. Dora with 2 off the steal in the transition. Into this, Salem with the steal. Chance to cut in some more. 2 points again. That bucket is good. Gillum is now able to cut in. So 2-point shot off the bottom. That is good. Tigers back for 2. And barring some sort of miracle, Dora will pick up a victory here. Dora is still number 2. Action Highway 28 is your local gas station for all your small grocery needs. Also, your Hunt's Brothers pizza provider, making it fresh in the store and keeping it warm under the lights for you. Multi flavors to choose from. You get 3 for $30. Also, all your snacks, chips, whatever you need, down to your beverages and down to your sweet snacks. Check out Dog Patch. The Dixon School District has been a sponsor of Allen Hilliard Sports for many years now and continues to provide sponsorship. They have 3 state-of-the-art schools, including a high school, middle school, and an elementary school, all in Dixon, Missouri, serving the Dixon and St. Robert area children. Be sure to check them out at their new admin building on the corner downtown, just off of Main Street, the Dixon School District, Dixon, Missouri. At home. Underneath, basket is good. Point margin. The winner of this game will play Mountain Grove. Dixon on the board. Inside, kicks it out. 3-point shot. That is good. Over to the corner for the Lady Bulldogs. Instead, they'll drive underneath. Underneath, 2-point basket is good from the baseline. Dixon for 3. Offense so far doing a great job. 3-point shot. Licking though, wide open 3. Pass and cut underneath, wide open. Beautiful play on that. J Dot just didn't quite, maybe a little too soft. 2-point basket. We have a 1-point ball game here. Oh, after the steal, Ballard assist up. That is good. Jordan Young underneath Ballard. It's good. Took the contacting again, missed the wide open shot. That 2-point jumper is good. The Lady Bulldogs. Ball is stolen. Big play out of from the baseline. 3-point shot from the corner. That is good. Ford for 3. So we're going to take Aiton Grove team. The loser will be facing a very solid Hearing team. Clock starts as soon as that happened. That is it. It'll be a 1-point ball game, but a 45-44 victory here.
Everyone has a ritual. That small thing we do to keep us focused.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game?
To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health.
Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health.
Find the resources you need to keep your mental health a priority.
Love your mind.
Progressive Ozark Bank in Licking, Missouri is a supporter of the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats athletics, including this Frisco League tournament for the boys and the girls, and the district tournament. Thank you, Progressive Ozark Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing and lender. Town and Country Bank is also a supporter of the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats, along with other activities in the Licking area and Texas County. Be sure to stop by, give them a call, member FDIC, for all your banking needs. Town and Country Bank in Licking, Missouri. And welcome. Whoa, that's a little bit warm there. There we go. Welcome back here. It is second half basketball time. We're here with the varsity boys coach here from Rolla High School. This is the JV playing right now due to a team that dropped out. But so, Coach, it's Christmas time, that time of year again, and you know, right
Merry
after
Christmas, Al.
Thank you. You too. But right after Christmas is the time of year when you have holiday basketball here.
Yeah, it's fun. Got a lot of teams coming in and several good teams here, and both on the boys' side and the girls' side, and should be a fun weekend.
Yep. So you've had a fairly decent season so far. Not too many struggles coming in, but obviously you've got some tough opponents you've played, and you are going to play some more tough opponents, especially this week here. I know Eugene coming in, a new team in the tournament this year. They're a tough team.
Reigning state champ.
Yep. And they're a very stout team this year.
Yeah, they'll be really good. This Mexico team, they're a really good team, and they're playing well even without their best player probably. He's been injured for about 5 weeks now, and it'll make them even more solid.
You got some other teams coming in. You have St. Pius, who's here every year. Principia, watched them on ESPN last night. They were here last year.
Yeah, that Principia has turned into a national powerhouse, haven't they?
Oh, they had an amazing game against, I think it was third place was Bartlett, Tennessee, I believe, and
sure,
very good ball game here. But your JV kids, stepping up to fill in for the gap.
Yeah, it's nice. They're out there battling. They're giving everything they've got. They're up against a team that's, quite a bit better than what they're used to seeing in the JV games. And but this is a bunch that's got a fast track. We've got a really solid senior core this year for the varsity, but this group's got to do some fast tracking and be ready to play next year. And the work ethic that so many of them have, I have confidence in them that they'll be ready to step up.
All right, and then what's looking ahead after the New Year's here? Any big opponents?
Yeah, we get to play a game at home against, pretty sure it's Marshfield. And then right after that, I think it's the 9th and 10th or 10th and 11th, somewhere around there, we go to a shootout down in Branson. We'll play, Blue Valley Northwest is our first opponent on a Friday night, and they're a super high-powered, high-quality team. And St. Joe Benton is our Saturday game at 1 o'clock, and St. Joe Benton was Final Four team last year as well. So, and they've got they're loaded. It'll be a really good weekend for us to get some good basketball in.
Well, they're not only Final Four in basketball a couple springs ago. They were, I believe, state champions in baseball too up there.
Sure,
So
it wouldn't surprise me. They've got a wealth of athletes there.
So, Coach, from what you get to sit on the bench tonight and kind of watch a little bit here. Are you seeing some positiveness out of some of these kids here?
Well, they're trying to be positive, bless their hearts. I tell you, it's when you're getting beat the way we're getting beat right now in this. It's the main thing is you just keep your head down, keep grinding, give the effort that you know to give, and then try to do what Coach is telling you to do. They do that, and it's a positive.
Yeah. So later on tonight, you are facing. Actually, I forgot who you're facing. It's not St. Pius this year, is it? It's,
no, we play the Class 6 school out of St. Louis, Fox, and they're coached by a friend of mine, Chris Miller. We play them at 7 o'clock tonight over at the high school.
And that is a team actually Waynesville will be playing in about a week or so also over at Waynesville.
I got you, yeah.
But Fox, of course, a pretty nice area, St. Louis down there to go visit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right, Coach, appreciate it here. We're gonna get back to the ball game here, but
okay, buddy. Thanks a lot.
We figure, and by the way, AI is definitely not taking over yet basketball because huddle cameras are like a 5-year-old that is distracted.
Yeah, I see you up here having to move everything, and you're a one-man show. You do a whale of a job with it. Thanks a lot for covering us, Alan.
All right, not a problem there. Talk to you later. ZCM Timber Harvesting is a supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Iberia Rangers and Lady Rangers in this basketball tournament. Want to thank them for being a big sponsor of this tournament once again. Go Rangers and Lady Rangers. Good luck from ZCM Timber Harvesting. Shelton Welding Custom Fab and Repair in Dixon, Missouri. Give them a call for all of your needs on your trucks, your home, whatever it may be. If it's a welding job, Shelton Welding and Custom Fab and Repair can make it right.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
And we are back here again. We have the Webb City coach up here joining us. And Coach, you made the long trip up here. You picked up a victory earlier today against Fox.
Yeah, it was about a 2-hour, 45-minute trip, all highway, but it was good. We thought this would be a great opportunity to play some teams that we typically don't see. So,
and that was a matchup that you probably would never see because both teams are touching two different states on the opposite ends of Missouri.
It's a good way to think about it. I knew where Fox was, but I had a lot of my parents that didn't have a clue, and my girls really didn't know where it was. So to get an opportunity to play a different style and someone else that we probably will never ever see again, it was good for our program.
Now this is the second year that it's the end of the second year that Waynesville have been the COC, but this year the Lady Tigers will be heading down to Webb City this year, and last year he came up to Waynesville here, made that almost the same distance trip basically up here to Rolla.
And that was a makeup game. If you remember, our original date got snowed out, so we come a couple weeks later, and we came down on a Tuesday, which was made for a longer week. But yeah, so we had an opportunity to make that drive, and on the way home, it's always a good thing because we can stop at Buc-ee's, and our kids really love that. So it's a twofer on that.
Well, that is always a mandatory stop on the way down there to any time in Springfield, which pretty much every game, a road game, is in Springfield or somewhere in that region down there. But so coming in this year, how's the team looking here? And you play some different opponents that the schools out this way really won't see. So
we played in a tournament before this in the Joplin tournament, and we got to play Blue Springs South. We played Blue Valley West out of Overland Park, Kansas, and we played Farmington, Arkansas, which is a 3-time defending state champion in Arkansas. Went to Pittsburgh, Kansas, went to Rogers Heritage, Arkansas. So we've kind of played a lot of teams that border us right now. We've only actually played 2 teams in state. So so we're off to a fairly good start. We're 6-2 right now. So we've had some success, but we're still in year 2 of what we're trying to build there. It's my 2nd year, and our girls have bought in. So it's a learning process, but we're heading in the right direction.
Now, a lot of your opponents, I'm sure you're familiar with Joplin, all the girls are, because Joplin's, well, it's literally right there.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm sure some people live right on the border between the 2 schools and know each other well. Very similar to up here. Kind of Waynesville-Rolla is similar. They're separated further, but they're intermixed. But a lot of the smaller schools up here are like that, where like they intermix borders and
yep, all those Frisco League schools at times can intermix at least one border, if not a couple. So
yep.
We have us and Joplin, of course, are right there on the range line, and then just 4 miles down from us is Carl Junction. Inside the Joplin city limits, like you have New Heights, which is a private school, and you have Macaulay Catholic, which is a private school. Just up the road 10 miles, you got Carthage, and down I-49 towards Arkansas, you've got Neosho. So we have quite a few schools in a relatively small area right there.
So a lot of your conference opponents are within a reasonable distance,
yes.
where you don't have to travel too far out of the way, with the exception of going to Springfield or coming up to Lebanon or Waynesville.
We opened the year on Thanksgiving week coming up to Lebanon, but we didn't have school that day, so we kind of got to break it up. But yeah, that was our long, like, day trip, I guess you could call it, like for the season. So we are lucky enough to be put up tonight and tomorrow night by the tournament, so we don't have to make that drive back. So it's a nice feeling.
Now, how do you like the Lebanon gym going into that? Because that, for a gym built in the 1980s, that is an amazing facility.
Yes, and they've done a great job over the years in renovating that and putting some new stuff on it. And the decals, I remember that gym originally in like the mid-90s. I watched games in that gym, and then at a couple schools I've been at in the past, I've got to play on that gym floor, coach on that gym floor. So I knew a little bit of the nostalgia going in for our girls and most of our assistant coaches. It was their first time going to the gym, so they like that.
Well, the amazing thing is this facility here was built, I believe, in the late 60s or early 70s, and you would never guess it that this is this old.
I went to school just down the road, so I'm old enough to have had my project graduation in this building, in the pool, and played a lot of pickup games here in college, and I've got to see some really good teams go through here, guys and girls. But yeah, and to see this place packed, it's an amazing place.
Well, the men's team coming off, I believe, a regional appearance, they made it to the championship tournament, and I think they lost in the regional, but they made it to the final 8 or 16 out of that.
And Missouri and Southern in our town, they come down and they play at times, and mix it up. So I've had some players play at Southern that's come down and played here, and Gail Bowman, so they've enjoyed that experience.
Yep. So, Coach, who do you play? Let's see, next week you will play...
We go to Nixa.
Tomorrow. You'll play Rolla.
We'll play Rolla.
So Rolla coming off a very big victory today, and a very solid team, a young team, but another very good team.
Oh yeah, I've got to see in Charlie's group play for a few years now, and this year he's very talented and very, very young. So I got to see them play last week, I guess it was, against Nixa, and they had a great come from behind win. Kept fighting until the very end and came up with enough of the right plays, but his kids play really, really hard, and they're very skilled offensively, so be a great game for us.
All right, Coach, appreciate it, and we will try to talk to you a little bit later here. If you swing by tomorrow, be sure to stop by and say hi over here.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
Not a problem. Yep. And that was the Webb City coach there, talking with him there. We'll be making a trip down to Webb City later at the Dome. Central is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports for a couple of years now. Be sure to reach out to them on Facebook or give them a call for all your glass needs, whether it be windshields in cars or doors for your home. Auto Glass Central can help. Home Plate Grill in Dixon, Missouri is a proud sponsor of Allen Hilliard Sports, and a great place to eat. Grab a burger, grab some waffle fries. They have some of the best food in Pulaski County, located downtown Dixon. The Plato Athletic Booster Club is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Plato Eagles again this year, especially in the Frisco League tournament, during the basketball season, and during the spring. Be sure to check them out, Plato Athletic Booster Club, on Facebook to become a member. Roscoe's Ice Cream Truck in Iberia, Missouri is a supporter of the Iberia Rangers and Allen Hilliard Sports again this season. When you see them, be sure to stop by, grab a sweet treat in Iberia. Thank you from Allen Hilliard Sports. We are back here. I actually was muted for the first 2 minutes, but anyways, we are back here. It is Webb City up by 12 here. Here's Coach Parker stopping by to visit. Coach Parker, you got a game coming up in a little bit here, a first place game against Marquette, a team that you know well in the past. They're a very good team.
Yeah, they are 8-1 right now, ranked 10th in Class 6, coming off some good wins against St. Joe's Academy, O'Fallon, Illinois. They're got a Division I player on their team, good squad.
And then last night you picked up a victory over this Webb City team here. A close ball game, wound up being just a couple baskets different, but that was a back and forth contest nearly all the way last night.
Yeah, we didn't really play. We've been battling sickness. I had a starter out, gotten some foul trouble early, and just didn't really perform very well in the first half, and come out and played better in the fourth quarter, and kept battling and come out on top.
All right, so looking ahead after this week here, you go back to school next week, I'm assuming, and then kind of what's your schedule looking like then for some of your games? You mentioned earlier you have Hillcrest coming up, and you've got...
Yeah, we're in a gauntlet right now. We have Hillcrest, who's ranked in state. We have Rogersville, who's ranked in state. We have West Plains that's ranked in state. Republic receiving votes. Lutheran St. Charles ranked in state. MICDS ranked in state. And that's all in our next 30 days.
That is a rather tough schedule for not being in a conference there. That makes it... Well, it does prepare you for your districts, though.
Yeah, it's preparation for districts, and that's our overall goal. We're young. These girls need to be exposed to that so they can make them better.
Now, your districts, are you up in St. Louis, or are you in...
We're back in St. Louis.
You're back in St. Louis. I don't remember if Waynesville's in that one.
Waynesville Boys is.
Yep, so the girls are in Springfield.
Yep.
I'm not sure why that happens either, but that's just how it works.
Fun things.
But like you got something going on down there. Wasn't quite paying attention there, but they're changing the call over, whatever it was. But anyways, not the only district like that. There's, oh, never mind. We're having a discussion here, but
yeah,
one of those things.
If we had Steve Rissler here right now, he would sort it out.
Oh yeah, Steve Rissler.
He would get it sorted out, and we'd be back on track.
He picked up a victory down in Mountain Grove, final game of the tournament there.
You can't put nothing past him. He's a guru. He's the Frisco League king. They're going to build a statue outside of Sherman Fieldhouse of Steve Rissler.
Now, the Lady Bulldogs of Dixon, though, this year,
that's the next statue going up.
They have impressed a little bit. Put 6 players out there on the statue to...
Yep.
2 losses and 2 championship games to 2 very good teams.
Oh yeah, Scotty's got them playing well. Good squad down there. Scotty's got them playing well, and they're gonna have a good, fun year.
I'm not really sure what's going on down there. Have you quite figured out what they're
questioning a foul call? They had a call overturned, and now they're trying to get it fixed up here.
I got you there. So your schedule, though, as you mentioned, pretty tough, and of course to get ready for districts, because districts can be very
tonight's
challenging.
District preview. We got Marquette back in our district. We got St. Joe's Academy, which is receiving state ranking votes. We got Eureka receiving votes. We got Lafayette Wildwood that's receiving votes. You know, we're in a solid district.
That is a very tough district. The Lady Tigers are with, I think, Glendale, maybe Kickapoo, and
they're all down there in that gauntlet.
The COC friends, as I call them, down there at this point now. Of course, Waynes will be playing Webb City. This team here again another week.
Yeah.
This time on the road down in the Dome down there. But the young team seems to be coming together fairly well so far this season here.
We're battling.
Which is a good sign for down the road the next year or two to have some pretty good talent and experience coming through.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be fun. 4 years with this group of girls, so we shall see what happens.
All right, Coach, appreciate it there, and good luck in your next game, and
thanks a lot.
We'll talk to you later. Pawn Shop is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and all the area schools, including the Frisco League basketball tournament. Be sure to visit them down by the front gate of Fort Leonard Wood. The Bank of Crocker, since 1911, has been in Pulaski County and the surrounding area for many years. They have home loans, auto loans, whatever loans you need. Give them a call. They are member FDIC and the Equal Housing Home Lender.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
And I think we got Coach Snicker coming up here to talk to us about the girls here and their experience here, so we're going to get ready for him. From the corner. All right, Coach Snicker, welcome here to Sunday basketball, I guess. Probably your first Sunday high school game in a long time.
Yeah, I don't know that I've had a Sunday game.
But it is a Christmas season here, so helps out for some of these visiting teams coming in.
Yeah,
so
instead of breaking it up until Monday, it makes sense. I mean,
yeah. And then Monday, Tuesday, there's some area basketball tournaments coming up, but you have the next game here. You got a matchup against Webb City, which you'll see in another, about a week again here, week and a half. So Webb City, you're one of your new conference opponents that Waynesville played last year, and they are a very solid team. What have you seen from them so far?
Oh, they're scrappy. They like to get up and pressure you, trap you, push the tempo offensively, run the floor. They have a couple sets of sisters, that play well for them, and they're a really well coached team and get after the board. So we got to learn how to take pressure, and we got to get better at taking care of the ball. And this will be a good test for us. And see where we are.
So you came out, had a close win against St. Pius, and then you faced a really good Marquette team who wound up winning last night. But
yeah, I tell you what, I want to give you a shout out because since I wasn't able to go to the St. Pius game, and Coach Dendecker did an amazing job, and the girls executed and played phenomenal in that win. We weren't very deep. We got some out sick, and I was out sick. So I want to give you a shout out, and Allen Hilliard Sports, because I was able to watch the game from my bed. So I took a nap at halftime and watched the second half, and really enjoyed watching them execute. So, but we like I said, we have some girls out sick and out out of town. So our bench isn't that deep, and we spent a lot of our legs on Friday. And so yesterday we just really didn't have a whole lot with Marquette's press, on their pressure. So it kind of took a lot out of us. We weren't able to execute, didn't have the legs to get shots that to fall that we normally would. And so we just got to hopefully, we worked on trying to get our legs back in it for today last night. So we'll see.
And then getting back to the regular season basketball, you got coming up here, well, later this week, believe it or not, you have a cat fight there in Waynesville, a triple header with Carthage with the boys. That's going to be
Republic.
Republic.
Yeah.
That's it's a COC. You just pick Tigers, and the fun part is when you do the announcing and you're playing Willard or one of them, and you accidentally call them Republic or someone, and they get mad, or Ozark, and it's like,
oh well,
we just played them yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. No, it'll be fun, all 6 teams playing, boys and girls, freshmen through varsity, and, we haven't got back to school yet, so it'll be different, but we look forward to the challenge. They're really good. They're playing in the pink and white. They played Friday night against Springfield Catholic, so we look forward to seeing, our conference is tough, and that's what we want. So we were playing games in this conference. Our goal was to get to the right side of the bracket, and we did that. We want to play for the hardware. We want to play for the right side, and that was our goal. And the girls really responded to get there, and so now when you get to the right side, you play teams that are going to help you for conference too, because they're all good teams, and so. And there's a lot of good teams in this tournament. So, it's really beneficial for us to get in a tournament like this before we get into to conference.
Well, this tournament here alone on the boys and girls side, some of these teams, you may not play very often. Well, Misha thinks we need to go to St. Louis all the time, but you'll see Marquette once in a while. But a lot of these teams, just competition level, just as good, if not better than the COC at times.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, they get you prepared for it. And every game, we try to get 1% better. So that's what we work on. Every practice, get 1% better and improve. And we're doing that. My record doesn't always reflect that. And I told the girls, don't get caught up in the record. Get caught up in the process and the growth. And so we're working on that, and we'll continue to do that. They work hard for us. They try to do what we ask them to do, and sometimes we fall short on execution, but a lot of that has to do with being a little tired. So we just got to get a little bit better in conditioning.
Well, you don't need a lot of girls to win, because the Dixon Lady Bulldogs this year made it to the championship game in Mountain Grove down there and lost by 7 to a very good Bunker team, and also defeated Mountain Grove, which was a very solid number 2 seed. So you don't always need a deep bench to win. You can, if you control the game and play well.
Yeah, it's about playing at our tempo instead of kind of falling into playing at the tempo of other teams sometimes. And that's what we're trying to learn, is let's play to our tempo and play our game. Not let another team dictate how we play.
Yep. And then the Lady Tigers, they're Grosvenors. They both had pretty good games, and I believe Lurcher underneath, she had a pretty good game with Barkley.
Yeah, Barkley had a double-double. Reagan had 29 against Pius. Played really well. Riley had 18 last night against yesterday afternoon against Marquette. But Elena again had been hitting the boards for us and finding her groove inside a little bit as well.
Well, something that really impressed against St. Pius, that the girl underneath, she was a all-state player and 3-time all-district and regional player up there in St. Louis. And several of the Tigers, played defense real well, handled her the way they needed to. She still had about 30 points, but she was a very strong post player underneath.
Yeah, we did a really good job against her down the stretch when we needed to. Again, good job by the girls in executing, and coach switching it up defensively to get more help. down there for her. But we kind of, down the stretch the last few minutes, we kind of flustered her enough to miss some shots that helped us come away with the win. That was a big win for our program.
Yep. All right, Coach, appreciate it here. We will see you there. You'll be on Tiger TV Friday night.
Yes, sir. Always good talking to you.
Yep. All right, talk to you later, Coach. Boredom of Cross Creek Realty is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Crocker Lions, as well as all the other area Frisco League teams in this part of Missouri. Be sure to check him out at Cross Creek Realty for all your home needs, whether it be selling a house or looking for a house. They have homes to sell and homes to buy. Rennie Tire Pro is your local tire shop in the Licking area. Be sure to check them out for whether it be just changing a tire, buying a set of new tires, small auto repair. Check out Rennie Tire in Licking, Missouri. Rennie Pharmacy is a proud supporter of the Licking Wildcats and Lady Wildcats this year. Be sure to check them out for all your pharmacy needs in Licking, Missouri. The Bank of Iberia is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Waynesville and Iberia communities, along with all the other Frisco League teams in the area. Be sure to give them a call. They are a member FDIC, Equal Home Housing Lender, 2 locations, Waynesville and Iberia. And we are here with, that is still a little too spicy. We're here with the St. Pius, the girls coach here. Don't want to knock that over. Coach, you picked up a victory here that gives you a chance to bring home some hardware after the tournament here, or possibility at least.
Yeah, absolutely. We were a little disappointed with the outcome yesterday. We didn't play our best, didn't really show up mentally focused or prepared, and today we came out with the night and day difference type energy, so very pleased with how today went.
Well, yesterday you played a Waynesville Lady Tigers team just down the road here, and then today you defeated Raytown out of Kansas City, a team that you probably wouldn't normally play a whole lot.
Yeah, I have loaded our schedule up with a lot of Class 5 and 6 teams this year, but typically that side of the state we haven't really played a whole lot of teams from over in the Kansas City area. Not to say that we wouldn't be willing to in the future, but I thought Waynesville played extremely well, shot it really well yesterday, and it was a hard-fought victory for them.
Waynesville, they fell to Marquette by, I believe, 24 today, to a very good Marquette team that coming in. A lot of people was expecting Marquette to be very strong, and they showed that. So Marquette moving on to the championship, Waynesville to 3rd place here, but got some more girls games later on tonight, which you'll face either Fox or Hazelwood East, and that game following this ball game is that a team that you have played at some point, Hazelwood East or Fox, is both them from St. Louis region there.
Yeah, both of them are from St. Louis. We have not played Hazelwood East. We played Hazelwood Central. We got Hazelwood West later in the year, and then Fox is like 20 minutes up the road from us, but they are not on our schedule or anything. So either way, we're looking forward to another great competition.
So Festus, you're kind of in that Jefferson County, St. Louis County, almost Washington County area there. You're not too far from all those places.
Yep.
You're part of that is a stone's throw away from St. Louis County, like literally a sliver of land in between. But so kind of what's this tournament like for the kids to come down and get to experience kind of the Ozarks here, kind of a college town, but you're definitely not in the city environment that I'm sure many of them are used to.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So 2 years ago, we actually got kicked out of our conference. Long story, not going to get into it or anything, but we basically had to redo our entire schedule. So we're very accustomed to playing pretty much most of our games up north with all the different private schools and even some of the city public schools from the St. Louis area. The Raleigh tournament we started coming down to last year. We love it. We get to face a lot of teams that we wouldn't typically see, so it's only going to help us down the road as we get further into districts and state playoffs and everything. So very fortunate to be here. Look forward to coming back next year as well.
Now you mentioned the conference up there and things like that in private schools. That's something down here that there's really not a lot of private schools. I mean, Now, surprisingly, if you go north of here, there's one high school for about 100 square miles, public high school, and the rest are all Catholic church schools for elementary and middle school. But that's kind of the Germanic, foundings of this part of Missouri here. But so how does that affect? I mean, is that some of the Illinois schools that you'll play also? Because I know across the river there's quite a few private schools over there that play quite a few of the St. Louis schools.
So right now we don't have too many of them on the schedule. We did put Jabot Catholic out of Waterloo, Illinois on our schedule this year, and definitely wouldn't be opposed to it in the future. There's a couple others over there, Modern Day and maybe Althoff, I'd like to put on the schedule eventually too. Anytime we can play some different kind of competitions, some different styles of basketball, it's only going to help us down the road. Here in another week or so, we're supposed to head to Memphis, Tennessee to go play Cape Notre Dame at the FedEx Forum. We play a doubleheader with the Memphis Grizzlies and San Antonio Spurs.
Well, it's kind of a fun little thing there.
Oh, yeah.
So you got the boys team also down here. I'm assuming these kids are a very tight-knit group of kids here. Are they all from the same area, or is it kind of a spread out from that region, some of these kids?
It's for the most part, we obviously have our district lines or whatever, even being a private school. We're kind of spread out, kind of in a 20 to 30 mile radius. We got kids from basically all over Jefferson County, as far north as 270, as far west as I-44. So kind of spread out, but not too far, if that makes sense.
All right, Coach, we appreciate it here, and good luck tomorrow as you'll play whichever team you'll play there. You haven't figured that out yet, but I'm sure you'll be watching some video later tonight about that too on the team there. And then we will talk to you later there, Coach. Again, good luck.
Sounds great. Thanks for having me.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Come visit the downtown service station in Waynesville, Missouri. They have been there for many years. Used to be the Schultz service station, but they do maintenance. You can get gas. They sell Route 66 merchandise. There are plenty things to do downtown. Be sure to stop there and visit the friendly staff. If you need a quick job done, they can take care of it, or just stop in and say hi.
To the block and tackle the Mac Stack, a Dickey's barbecue pit game changer. Our signature mac and cheese topped with Dickey's quality slow smoked meats. And Dickey's delivers just in time for kickoff. Visit Dickeys.com, legit Texas barbecue.
Dickey's Barbecue is a proud supporter of the Newburgh Wolves and Lady Wolves, as well as the area schools and communities in Rolla. Among other areas they serve, be sure to check them out on Kings Highway. Enjoy Dickey's Barbecue, greatest in town. All right, so Coach, it was a good game there. The second half, you guys really extended that lead a little bit, and again, you continued to kind of rotate a fresh group in and out to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, we know we wanted our goal was to get press early, try to get a lead, and then get everybody in to try to save our legs for Dixon for tomorrow. So we were able to do that. We had some girls make some shots. Bailey Medlock, a freshman, got to play a ton of minutes, hit 4 threes. We just saw a lot of good things today. I think we had 3 or 4 girls in double figures or close to it. So I think when our scoring is spread out, I think that we're going to be a tough out for anybody in this tournament.
All right, and then tomorrow, coming into looking at that game, you have a Dixon team which right now has an injury. They only have 7 players, but they still have not lost a game as they're spreading out the scoring.
Yeah.
So is that a similar team how do you prepare for that, to something similar to how you're playing here to try to spread your scores out?
Well, we don't know for sure if Inez isn't playing. She's the coach's daughter. She's their point guard. She plays the top of their traps. So we're going to prepare like she's there, and then have a plan in our back pocket if she's not there. So we're going to prepare, just like she's going to be there full strength, and then we'll change if we need to. But so we're going to watch some film tonight, have a little practice in the morning, and get ready for the for the rematch. It was a good game the first time. You know, it was intense, and just hope to give one an exciting game for these fans here that are coming out on a Tuesday afternoon.
Yep. All right. Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you later.
All right. See you now.
Yep.
1 in 10 kids vape. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes.
The Health Class Film Guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping. Got a few minutes? You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
The Dixon Athletic Booster Club is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Dixon community, as well as the Dixon athletic programs. Be sure to join the Booster Club. All the money goes to help support the Dixon athletes in the community, whether it be high school, middle school, baseball, basketball, whatever it is. Check out the Dixon Booster Club on Facebook to become a member. $200 to be a corporate sponsor on the video board in the gym. Arkansas Activities Association believes that athletes are taught by many things through sports. In addition to the skills they learn, self-control, ideals of fair play, honesty, respect for authority, and for opposing players. To learn these values results in maximum benefits from his or her athletic experiences. Once again, thank you to the Arkansas Athletic Association, and good luck, Pocahontas Member School, Arkansas Activities Association.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You're still talking to your friend? It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
Electric is a proud supporter of the Dixon Bulldogs and all the schools in their district in Pulaski County, Missouri, along with Marys County and other locations throughout Missouri. Good luck to the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this season from Gasco Sage Electric. G-Tech Fiber is built to last. Your local area internet run on Gasco Sage Electric power poles. Reach out to Gasco Sage Electric for all your G-Tech Fiber internet needs, whether you live rural or in the city. They can provide internet. Chris Pills Basketball is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports, Pocahontas Redskins, and the area schools. Allen Hilliard Sports will once again be providing the coverage of the Waynesville youth football for grades kindergarten all the way to 6th grade this year, from week 1 all the way to the championship in November. Games will start first week of September. Be sure to reach out WIF Football if you'd like to play.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, now I'll find you in my dreams.
Home is more than a place. It's full of the people and moments that matter most. Providing for loved ones, expanding your horizons, or simply living the life you love. With all you have to protect, choose insurance you can count on, so you can experience more of what you live for. Country Financial. Experience more.
Security Bank of Pulaski County, with 2 convenient locations in Waynesville and St. Robert, Missouri, is a proud supporter of the Waynesville Tigers and the Lady Tigers athletics, including all their sports and activities. Security Bank is a member FDIC equal housing home lender. They can provide home loans, auto loans, whatever type of loan you need, and whatever support you need, give Security Bank a call or visit them in Waynesville, St. Robert, Missouri.